Hey, this is Mina, and this is your June 2020 horoscope prediction video for Gemini sun, moon, and rising signs. Be sure to watch your videos for your sun, moon, and rising sign because if you mix all three of those videos together, you will find some personal messages that your guides have put in there just for you. If you're not sure what your sun, moon, and rising sign are, I will leave a natal chart creator in the description box below so that you can figure those things out. The way that I do monthly horoscope readings is I start with the theme and the lessons that you're going to be experiencing that month. And then we talk about divine wisdom or spirit guide advice on the challenges that may happen to you, as well as the energies that you need to release and embrace for June 2020. Then we'll move into more specific things like what mindset to take on, what's going on in your home and family life, what's going on in your romantic and love life, and then what's going on with career and money. If you're cross watching for someone in your life with a Gemini sun, moon, or rising sign, then I will go ahead in the description box below and put a timestamp for home and family as well as love and romance so that you can skip right to the sections that pertain to your loved one. Let's go ahead. Oh my gosh. Okay, Gemini, so let's start off with your theme for June 2020. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. So I think we can expect some significant delays that will occur, and you're going to have to figure out how you're going to deal with it. You've been approaching it in a sort of fearful or anxiety-driven way, and it's kind of making you a little bit apathetic and a little bit passive with your life. What lessons will you be learning this month? The Page of Wands reversed. You're learning how to take on life when you're feeling very uninspired. So these cards go really well together and they're right next to each other in the deck. And this is still talking about feeling a little bit worried or like things are going to fail or things are not going to go the way that you planned them to go. This may have something to do with your inner child issues that are coming back to the surface. Whatever is happening right now is sort of flashing you back there and making it much harder for you to perceive. So let's figure out what Spirit has to say. The Strength card reversed. We have a lot of reversals here, which does mean we're dealing with a lot of internal work. When the Strength card is reversed, it's a pretty good indicator that the connection that you have with Spirit is being stopped by extreme emotion. Anxiety and self-doubt are kind of severing your ties with Spirit and making it so that they can't reach you in the way that they'd like to. They have solutions, they have things they want to bring into your life to relieve some of this anxiety. They just can't get to you while your mind and your emotions are all over the place. What are some challenges you could experience? The King of Wands. Now, this could literally mean that there is a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your life that is creating all of this anxiety or putting this pressure on you. Or it could also be saying that someone is pushing forward and pushing you harder than you want to be pushed. As an air sign, you struggle expressing your emotions freely, and this person isn't even asking you for your emotions. And therefore, it makes it an awkward situation where they're ready to move forward but your whole gut and intuition is telling you not to go forward or that you have some things to resolve before you can push to the next phase. So, what are some energies that you can release or embrace this month? Hera. Hera is all about forming alliances and knowing when to seek out help when we need it. She wants to create a group of people that are strong and capable, someone who can help her get through life. So think back over the past couple of weeks. Has there been anyone in your life who has said something to you and at the time you were kind of like, yeah, no thanks, I don't want to do that. But now looking back at it, you think that it might just very well be the solution to the problem at hand. Maybe they were pushing you to do something outside of your comfort zone and you sort of stepped away and said no because you weren't ready to take that on. But now you're getting a little bit desperate in June and you're ready to heed some other advice. Let's move into some more specific areas of your life, starting with the mindset you should take on for June 2020, the Hierophant. Again, this card is referencing finding a mentor or someone who will help you. It could also be saying that you've been neglecting your spiritual rituals, and in doing that, it's kind of put you off kilter. It's time to get back onto your spiritual routine. And if you didn't have a spiritual routine before, it might be time to think about developing one. A lot of times, ritual and routine is what makes us feel safe and makes us feel stable, and therefore may alleviate some of these anxiety symptoms that we're seeing up here. So take on the mindset of the student this month. For home and family, you got the Queen of Swords reversed. I can tell you're feeling very trapped at home. Your home does not feel like a sanctuary at this time. You would like to be able to go there and relax, but for some reason you don't have access to this level of freedom. It seems like you're afraid to ask those that you live with for what you need, and you're just kind of internalizing and letting it build up and turn into this big ball of anxiety and worry instead of just coming to them directly and saying, hey, this is what I need. My gut is telling me you'd be surprised how well they'll receive this information if you just take the time to sit down and talk with them. For love and romance, you got the Three of Wands reversed and the Gazelle. Again, it seems like past relationships have made you really scared to open up to your romantic partner. So if you're in a relationship, every time you express your emotion, you're kind of hyper vigilant about how are they taking it, and oh, they're not taking it well. Realize that your current partner is not your past partner, and don't put that level of pressure on them. It's possible that you and your significant other were planning on taking a trip together, and I think unfortunately those plans are going to be canceled. If you're single, you are being haunted or holding on to a past relationship and you're unable to let it go. And that's what's preventing you from enjoying being single. And it's also preventing you from really kind of enjoying all the new people being brought into your life. I would heavily consider doing some sort of counseling in June of 2020 to help relieve yourself of all of these worries and fears that are popping up. All right, and for the last card we're going to pull is your career and finance card. You have the moon and the eagle. Okay, so interestingly enough, both of these cards represent stepping into the unknown. I would say it's very possible that you are going to be presented with a career opportunity that at first doesn't really seem to apply to what you want to do, or you're going to be like, what? That was out of left field. But trust your guides and trust that they're providing you with an opportunity that you're supposed to take a hold of. The moon is all about following your intuition, and the eagle is someone who transforms your life through burning down the old and being reborn from the new. I think basically your guides are trying to say you're much stronger than you realize and good things are on the way. So I see that career and finance will be very smooth sailing for you. So it's very, very important that you try to control your worries with career and finance. Trust your intuition. The last thing I want to do is roll the astro dice to see if we can get any further insights into your reading. So we have the first house, which is Leo, the Leo symbol, and Pluto, which is also Pisces. That could mean that you also have Leo and Pisces in your sun, moon, and rising of your chart, or it could be talking about a spiritual transformation that you're going through, a sort of Kundalini awakening that might be happening. I think there's a lot of healing and closure that's going to be happening in June of 2020, and it's going to alleviate some of the stress that you're seeing, especially if we have this mentor coming in and this new opportunity. Things are going to start looking up. I hope this resonates with you, Gemini. If you need any support, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I'm a Gemini moon, and I've been experiencing a lot of stress myself over the past month or so, and it's very hard to trust that you're on the right path whenever everything seems to be kind of falling apart around you. So I really encourage you to open up. I know we don't like to do that as having air signs in our emotional planet of the moon, but We have to do it every once in a while, and I encourage you to reach out to your loved ones. Like this video if it resonates, subscribe to my channel if you'd like more monthly horoscope readings, as well as weekly pick a card videos. I post every Wednesday and Sunday, so you can check out my videos there. And if you'd like a personal reading, I offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot.com. Hope you guys have a great June, and I'll see you next time. Bye.